Mighty heroes don't just appear out of thin air. They must be created. Race, class, alignment, skills, traits, and equipment are all elements of the perfect hero, ready to take on the opposition in the quest for glory and riches. In Role Player, you compete with your opponents to create the greatest fantasy adventurer who has ever lived, preparing to embark on an epic quest. Roll and draft dice to build up your character's attributes. Buy weapons and armor to outfit your hero. Train to gain skills and to discover your hero's traits, in order to prepare them for their journey. Earn reputation stars by constructing the perfect character. The player with the greatest reputation wins the game, and will surely triumph over whatever nefarious plot lies ahead. So you've got your traditional fantasy characters there. We've got dwarf, halfling, elf, human, dragonkin, and orc, and they've got the opposite. And we've got the other gender, only binary, I'm afraid, but that's what we have. That's what we have. So let's randomly choose one. And we are going to be a dragonkin. Nice. Let's have a look. Well, red's my favourite colour, so we're going to go with red. I don't know if that's male, female, non-binary. Let's go with non-binary. Add a little bit of pizzazz. So we place that nearby. So remember, we are setting up for a single player game. So the next thing we do is that we sort out how much gold we have, and we'll keep the gold just down here. And we start with 5 gold. I'm just going to put that there. That's our gold. Rich. We then take the magic bag of holding, which in this case is filled with about 70 odd dice, and we're going to take a random one to determine our class. And that is going to be, ooh. So gold is none of the dice. Gold is none of the classes, so you have to draw again, which we're going to get another gold, because of course we are. Alright, what's this one? What's this one? Red. Alright, red is either a warrior or a barbarian. So let's see, warrior. After buying any armor card, you may take a constitution attribute action. Well, that's good. So each attribute has got a specific action linked to it, which we'll go through in a minute. But the barbarian can equip 4 hands worth of weapons. So usually you can only have 2, and they can be worth more points. I think though we may take advantage of that. So I think we're going to go with warrior. So that's our class. We are a dragonkin warrior. We'll put those back. We will keep that out for our single player needs, which I'll explain in a minute. Now we take the backstory cards. So these are all different backstories, really. So street urchin, savage, chosen one, persecuted, resilient, a rift walker, etc., etc. So we're going to choose one of these at random, and that is going to be a street urchin. Okay, interesting. Abandoned at birth and raised in the barbaric orphanage until you escaped at age 7, you've grown up on the streets and learned the hard way how to be resourceful and survive any way you can. Wow, okay. So that's our backstory. So that determines, so this class card determines what scores we need in each attribute, and our street urchin background card determines what coloured dice we need in certain positions of each attribute. So that's the challenge essentially. So now we also need our 2 red warrior cubes. One we simply place there, and the next one we put with our randomly determined alignment cards. So this is basically what our alignment is. We've gone a bit beyond the traditional D&D 9 alignments of 3rd and 4th edition. Let's see what we get. Oh, an arbiter. So basically, as an arbiter, we want to be on the lawful side of alignment. We start in the middle at true neutral. Being neutral would give us the most points, but being, lawful good or lawful evil will also give us a point. So that's not bad. I'm sure we can work with that. We've already made up the market deck for a single player game, but essentially what you do is you remove one of the cards, a diplomacy card, which doesn't work in solo mode, and the deck is made up of 2 types of cards. There's single point cards, which are all on top, and 2 point cards, which are all underneath. I very nearly shuffled them then. That would have been a disaster. And they're going to go there. And in a single player, we draw 3 market cards. So the other thing that we have in a single player game is that there'll be a market discard pile, which is probably going to be over here, but there's also a trash pile, which I'm going to do upside down there. And that's slightly different to the discard pile. This is essentially completely out of the game, whereas the discard pile can come back potentially. So now we take our 3 initiative cards, and they're going to go over here. So in a solo game and a 2-player game, you always have 3, and you always put a gold on number 2 at the start of every round. So we'll do that now. Right. We're going to put these just up here so we've got a space for rolling on the table. And I'm even going to use my special rolling mat. How exciting. So now we draw 6 dice. 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are our starting attributes. Right. So we need an intelligence of 14, and we also need a black die on the first intelligence space. So we're going to go with that there. It gives us something useful to work with. None of the other colours are in the first place, and you have to fill up. You can't put one here before putting one here, for example, so you have to fill up left to right. So let's see, we've got a couple of 5s here, which I'm keen to get onto the highest one, so strength. And probably constitution, I would say. Charisma, intelligence, wisdom, that's not terrible. A 1 isn't great, but we do have the option, if we use one of the attribute abilities, to flip it at some point later. And I think we need to put the 4 in dexterity and the 3 in wisdom. So we're not particularly charismatic, but we can live with that. We can live with that, I think. And that's set up for a solo game. We are now ready to begin. So a normal game with 2 or more players in Role Player is broken down into 4 phases. So you end up rolling dice and placing them on the initiative cards. Then it's the dice phase where everyone will take the die that they want, gain any gold, and assign it to an attribute and take the ability if they want. Then it's the market phase where people can buy things from the market. And then it's the cleanup phase where we discard unused charisma tokens, which is what you get for putting stuff in charisma, returning dice to the dice pool, drawing a new market, adding gold to the cards and so on. So solo game is very, very similar, except we have an enemy die which will do essentially one of three things depending on which initiative card that we choose. So let's just get into this and let's see if we can make the best street urchin, warrior, arbiter, dragonkin that the fantasy world has ever seen. So first things first, we roll 3 dice. We have got 2 blues and a purple. So purple is useful to us. Oh, look at that. We have a lot of gold. Now let's have a look. So we assign these. So the lowest one goes in the first card, but we can pick which way around to do this. And essentially, what we're going to pick is this purple one, because we can put it right here, and that's going to help us with our street urchin background. But do we want this gold? If we put the purple in the 3, the enemy is definitely going to do something. If you put it in the 2, it's only a 50% chance that the enemy is going to do something. And we'll get that gold. And I think gold isn't a terrible thing. So that's our roll phase. So now we are going to pick this. We gain that gold, giving us 6. And we take this die and we're going to put it straight away in strength. So now this lets us flip one die to its opposite side. So we don't want to do that with any of these dice because that's going to make it less. But what we want to do is either this one to a 6 or this one to a 4. We both need 14. So I think let's make it easy on ourselves and flip that to a 6. Perfect. We've just gone from a charisma of 1 to a charisma of 6. Awesome. So next, we need to see if the enemy does anything. 5. He doesn't. So when you choose the second initiative card on a 4, 5 or 6, nothing happens. So that's fantastic. So now let's look at what we can buy. So we have a bonus for armor, which will let us put the dice up a value or down a value with our warrior special ability. And because this is chain set, we get a bonus because we're the red class, we're a warrior. We don't really want to, this symbol means that, I'll show you closer. So this symbol means that it increases your alignment. So that would make us from neutral to good, which isn't bad, but it's not great for us. And a sword has a special ability. But I think what we want is, I think we want to buy this, and it costs us 3 gold. So let's go with that. And that's part of our armor, which lets us put something else. So let's put our wisdom up to 4. There we go. It must be like the chain helm of wisdom, obviously, that we found. So then, during the end of at the end of the market phase, we discard the leftmost there and trash whatever is left. And then to finish off, it's cleanup. Discard unused charisma tokens, which we don't have. Return any dice in the dice pool to the bag. Return these to the bag. Return that there. We make a new market, so this is chain leggings. Excellent. Climb and a blessed mace. So the leggings is going to go with our chain helmet. Excellent. We add 1 gold to our second initiative, and then we're ready for the next round. So here we go. Let's go in. We've got our 3 dice. Ah. A white and 2 blue. Ooh, we need a white in Constitution. Ooh, yeah, let's hope we roll good on that one. Yeah, look at that. We'll take that as a 6. There's a 3. Let's get some more gold. And let's get that on there. This is a really, really obvious choice. We're going to go straight for number 2 again. Get that gold. And we're going to put this white die in Constitution. It lets us put another dice value up or down. Let's put dexterity up. Let's give our dexterity a little boost, just so we've got it covered. And let's see if we want to. Oh, we need to roll our enemy die. 3. Oof. 3 is move the rightmost market card to the trash. That is the one we wanted. Our enemy has outsmarted us and stolen our chain leggings. That's not great. Not terrible, but not great. That has cost us points. That has definitely cost us points. Alright. Nothing we can do about it. What we can, do we want this blessed mace? When you discard a card from the market, gain a gold. I don't think that's particularly useful to us. Do you know what? We're going to trash that to gain 2 gold. That was 3. There we go. That gets... We're not going to... Sorry, not trash. We discarded it. That gets discarded. That's done. And then we clean up. New market. Cunning. Foolish. Oh. Or an ancient spear. Oh, that'll give us extra gold sometimes if we pick the initiative card with gold on it. Excellent. Let's get rid of those. Right then. Here we go. Next round. I haven't forgotten anything, have I? I don't think so. So now we've got yellow, blue, white. That's not blue. So now we've got yellow, black, and white. None that we need right now, so let's just see what we get. We're rolling really well. Right, if we choose yellow die, we get gold. So let's go full on gold. So we're going to go for this. So we'll get this. Let's see what's going to be the most useful. If we put it in Constitution, so we get 2 gold for picking. So we get 2 gold for picking a gold die. We get that gold. We're going to put it in Constitution on the last section. So because it was on the last section, we also get an extra gold, so we're quite rich now. And this also means we can put one of the die up or down, and I think we should put strength up to 6, because that means all we need is a 6 right here. So we've got quite a lot of gold now, and now all we need is a 6 in the strength to give us our 18 strength, which is loads of rounds to go, so that's going to be great. Now I am thinking about getting this ancient spear. Yeah, let's buy this ancient spear. Oh, our enemy, he needs to see what he does. 5, he does nothing. So we can buy, for 2 gold, our ancient spear. There we go, so we'll get extra gold whenever we take the number 2 card. That gets discarded. Cunning gets trashed. And we are now in cleanup again. New market. A heavy crossbow. Leather gloves. Quarterstaff. And the dice. Oh, I need to go back in. And a little mix up. That probably sounds awful on the microphone, I do apologise. Our dice. 2 whites and a black. Okay, we don't need any of those colours, but let's see what we get. Oh wow. Look at that. It had to balance out eventually. We've been rolling 6s and all sorts. It had to balance out. Well, that's going to go on there. Oh, that's going to be tough. But we're going to have to, because we don't have a choice. Let's do what we can and get money out of a bad roll, so we get that. And because of our ancient spear, we get an additional gold. This, now I think let's put this in wisdom, and let's make ourselves lawful neutral. There we go. At least it's given us something there. This might move up and down, but we've still got a wisdom slot to change it. Our enemy takes the leather gloves. That's fine, we didn't want them. Now, do we want either of those? I don't think we do. Let's get rid of that, which gives us 2 gold. And then that'll get trashed. Okay. Not a great roll. But never mind. Right, new market, new market, leather boots, obnoxious, and a jeweled dagger. Now gold on the number 2. And our 3 dice for this round. Oh, blue, black and red. Now we do need a red to finish off wisdom, but we only have 5 in wisdom. And we probably don't really want to finish off wisdom yet until a little bit later. Okay, ooh. Yeah, let's do that, and let's pick number 2 again. So we get that, and because of our ancient spear, an extra 1. We're going to take this and we're going to put it in dexterity. Oh yes, I forgot this. Look, our dexterity -2, strength +2, so we need a 4 in there. That's alright. -2, so we need 19 in here. That's yeah. But what that's going to let us do though is re-roll this with our ability there. 5. Let's keep the 5. That's good. We're a lot wiser than we were. Now then, we have a lot of gold. Do we want to buy anything? I don't think we do. I think we're going to get rid of the jeweled dagger. So that'll get discarded. Oh! No, let's remember that we also have to roll for the enemy. He doesn't do anything anyway, so we'll discard the jeweled dagger, which gives us 2 gold. We'll discard that. He'll trash that. They go away. Oh, so we're not going to be able to score for dexterity because we can't get... I suppose we could get 18 if we could get these into 6s, which is unlikely. Right, well, we probably can't worry too much about that. Right, new market, weak. Dedicated. Intimidate. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. We could probably do with 1 or 2 of those, possibly. Oh, 2 gold and a red. Beautiful. And we need a gold upon there. Well, if we get dedicated, we're going to have to get skill cards and armor cards. Let's go for this, which gives us that gold, and 2 gold because we're about to place the gold die. Now with this, we can finish our strength, which will give us a strength of 16 plus 2, which is exactly what we need. So let's do that, and that's also going to give us a gold for finishing strength. Oh, and because of our ancient spear, we gain an extra gold. Now let's see what our enemy does. Ooh. Our enemy's got rid of dedicated, which is the one I was eyeing up. Dar enemy! Intimidate. Oh, weak. I don't want either of them. Let's discard that. Gives us some gold, and that goes. Oh, we're not doing well on the equipment and skill and trait front. All right. Next round. Loyal. Ooh. Cure Wound. Acrobatics. Ooh, acrobatics lets us mess with our skill dice, with our attribute dice. That's interesting. Cure Wounds, and we've still got wisdom to move because it would increase our alignment to good, but we still got wisdom, so we can bring it back into neutral. Right, we've got white, red, and black. 2, 3, 4. We do want a red one at the end of wisdom. So that's quite tempting. That would give us 13, slightly short of the 14 we need. We're not going to be able to get loyal. We can't complete it. Being able to complete all of our attribute goals is, I just don't think we're going to do it. Let's take the red one, number 3, and we're going to put it in wisdom, which gives us a gold. So this is going to let us change our alignment by 1 step. Now, I'm after Cure Wounds because that's going to let us fiddle around with some of our attribute rolls. But because we've done this, initiative number 3, our enemy is definitely gonna do something. And if he rolls a 3 or a 4, he's gonna take Cure Wounds, and that's the one I want. So let's acrobatics. I can live with that. Right, we're going to spend 3 gold. Take Cure Wounds as a skill. So we can increase the face value of 1 die of your class colour on your character sheet by 1. So let's increase our dexterity because there's still an outside chance we might be able to get that. That's a dexterity of 11. So we just need, yeah, maybe. Yeah, we need to change the 5 to a 6 and then have another 6 there. It's possible. Alright, we clear these off. And give the dice bag a little shake. So we don't put more gold on there. There can only ever be 1 at a time. But let's go back to our market. Sleight of hand. Pickpocket. Reckless. Oh, so we didn't do... So in the last round we did this. We moved it down to evil, and then because we got Cure Wounds we moved it back up to neutral. We did something evil, cured someone and made us back to neutral, so that's fine. None of those skills look like they're going to be particularly useful, or traits. So let's see, green, blue and black. Oh, if we roll a blue 6 we can get it in dexterity. That's not a blue 6. Not sure where we want to go with this. We could put something in intelligence. Yeah, let's go for the 3. We'll put a 6 in intelligence, which lets us re-roll a die. Now, we don't have to keep the re-roll. We can put it back to its original. So we're going to re-roll this and hope we get a 6. That's terrible. So we'll keep the original. Never mind. But that does mean our enemy does something, but I don't really want any of these. To get rid of Reckless. We'll discard Pickpocket for 2 gold, and we get rid of that. That's, yeah, that was alright. Not bad. Right, new market. Honest. Obsessed. Longbow. Ooh, longbow lets us do the attribute action an additional time. Get our dice. 2 red and a black. Don't need any of those. 4, 2, 2. Right, what's our scores at? So our dexterity is at 11. Or 9 if you want to add the modifier. Our intelligence is at 11, so we need 3 in the end there, and it doesn't matter what colour. So we could take that 4. Our charisma is 6 and we need 14. Well, I think it's over. Let's take the 4 and pop it in intelligence to gain gold. Tasty. And then our enemy is going to get rid of obsessed. Do we want the longbow? We can replace our ancient spear. It'll let us do swap dice an additional time or get money off. Not that money off's a problem, but yeah, we've got the money. Let's get a longbow. Let's get a longbow. And that will get discarded. Alright. Well, we are very near the end. Now we've only got 3 more rolls to make. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Let's see what's coming up now. We've got Envious, Mystic Robes, and Proud. Yep. I mean, we could get Proud. It's gonna mess with our alignment though. Mind you, it's tit for tat. Like that gives us 2 points. Our alignment is 3 at the moment. 3 points at the moment, going down to 1. So even if we got it, we're going to score the same points. So we might get that. We might get that because there's still a chance we could increase our alignment. So we've got 2 gold and a black. Let's put the gold with the gold. Why not? And let's take that one. In fact, what if that would be 16 for dexterity or 11 for charisma? Let's put it in charisma. We'll take that, have that. Because we're taking a gold die, we get 2 gold. And we're going to take it into charisma, which gives us a charisma token. Not that we really need it, but let's have it anyway. And then let's see what our enemy does. Don't get rid of Proud. Does nothing. Excellent. So let us buy Proud. So we'll use our charisma token and 4 gold to buy Proud. Just because, you know, why not? It puts us down to lawful evil. But that's okay. This gets discarded, that gets trashed, they go back in the bag. So now what we really want is a blue and a green. Or no, a blue or a green is what we really want. Okay, we've got a red, purple and a blue. So we want this blue to finish our dexterity. And we really need it to be a 6, I guess. Yes! Oh, we haven't even done the market, getting carried away. Oh, Chain Gorget. Yes, we want that. We want that. But taking this means there's a 33% chance we're going to lose it. But let's risk it. What's life without some risk? So if we take that, that's going to give us a dexterity of 12, 17, of 15. But we can swap some dice. So what we could do, we're going to put that in there, which gives us a gold for finishing dexterity, and then we're going to swap this black 5 for this green 6. Which means we have a dexterity now of 18 minus 2, 16, which gains some points, and we haven't lost anything from intelligence. I mean, our intelligence has gone down from 15 to 14, but that still gains us our 1 point for intelligence. But now we need to see, because I want that chain gorget, let's see if our enemy rolls a 5 or a 6, we've had it. There it is. He's taken it from us. No, my chain cool 80s shoulder pads. Let's see, compassionate. At the very least puts us back up to neutral, and then we gain 2 points if your character sheet has a dice of all 7 possible colours. So green, purple, gold, red, blue, white, black. Yeah, let's have that. We'll buy compassionate, because you can always buy compassion. That's a trait. It goes there and increases our alignment from lawful evil to lawful neutral. That gets discarded. We get rid of these dice and we set up the new market. So this is going to be the last round, and there's no armour. And what we really need is our green charisma. We need a green big number. What do we need? A 3. A green 3, 4 or 5. Oh, we have a green, blue and a red. So this green needs to be a 3, a 4 or a 5. Oh, it's a 2. A 2. Okay. Now, does anything in the market help us with that? So if we took knowledge, our alignment isn't going to be affected because you can't be any more lawful than lawful, and we can increase the face value of a die by 1 or 2. That would really help. There's only a 50% chance that our enemy is going to act. So let's take this, put it in charisma, gives us a gold and a charisma token, and obviously we get that gold. Because of our longbow, we might as well take a second charisma token because we can repeat it. And let's see if our enemy gets rid of knowledge. Yes, our enemy does indeed get rid of knowledge. The one thing I wanted. We could instead then, from the market, buy concentrate, because that's not going to affect our alignment either. So we'll use our 2 tokens and our 2 gold to take concentrate, which lets us take any attribute action. So let's not risk it. We can use our constitution action to take this 2 into a 3, which gives us a charisma of 14 because we concentrated so hard on being charismatic. That gets discarded. There you go. And that is the end, and we come now to final scoring. So the first thing we do is look at our attribute scores, and we'll take our points there. So here we go. We have a strength of 6, 12, 16, plus 2 is 18. It gives us 4 points. We have a dexterity of 18 minus 2 to 16, which gives us 2 points. We have a constitution of 5, 11, 17, which gives us 3 points because that's exactly the amount we needed. We have an intelligence of 14, which gives us an extra point. We have a wisdom of 4, 9, 13, so we don't get our wisdom point. But we do have a charisma of 11 of 14, which gives us an extra point. Excellent. So now we look at our class colour dice. So you get 1 point for every, in my case, red die. We only have 2, so we get 2 points. So now we check our alignment. Our alignment is on lawful and neutral, which gives us 3 points, because we are the arbiter. And our backstory. So being a street urchin, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have all of our colour dice in the right sections, so that gives us 6 points. That takes us up to 22. Our armour cards, this was the terrible one. We've got a chain helmet of wisdom, I think we said. So that's 1 point plus 1 because we're red, so that's 2 points. That takes up to 24. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then our trait cards, so we're proud, so we get 2 points. And we gain 2 points if your character sheet has dice of all 7 possible colours. So we have green, purple, gold, red, blue, yellow. Oh, we've already counted gold and yellow, white and black. So we have all of those, so we get 2 extra points, taking us to 28. Now in a multiplayer game, that's the end and that's your final score, but in a solo game you also count how much money you have, and you gain 1 point for every 8 gold. So let's see, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 1 point for being rich. So we scored a grand total of 29 reputation points, which means according to the solo scoring, that makes us an adventurer. I'm pleased with that. It's not great, but it's better than being an NPC. No offence to any NPCs who might be watching. And I think we've brought our street urchin, warrior, dragonkin, arbiter. I think he's definitely ready to go off adventuring. That's been Roleplayer. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, etc. Also, there's a link to Ko-fi in the description where you can tip us. Check out our store or subscribe for monthly special perks. Until next time, long days and pleasant nights.